bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal.
What up, guys? It's your boy Jay, turning setbacks into contracts.
And Pierre Mason, the best realtor in the nation, your favorite realtor's favorite realtor.
So yeah, guys, today we're going to be doing a couple of walkthroughs on a couple of off-market properties.
Field trip day.
Field trip. So one of them is, Pierre he has a lead, and it's
South
a
Chicago
in
area.
South Chicago.
Yeah, off 83rd and Merrill. We kind of had somebody pull up on them and try to get them under contract with a lowball Jamal offer. So I'm going in to give my property assessment. And then for property number 2, we're looking at Jay's potential first deal.
Your boy Jay may have a deal, boy. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, like we said, zero the keys. There ain't no telling when them keys may come, but we're going to keep going. And I'm going to keep learning and keep growing.
And look, I love it because at the end of the day got to end, right? One thing for two. One thing for sure, two things for certain is that the more work you put in, the closer you get to your goal. So.
Yes, sir. And I can definitely attest to that. Like, this week I really been like grinding. Like I skip traced a lot. You know what I'm saying? We made some phone calls. I've been, just focusing on the business and, going to the gym and stuff, of course. And, I can see when you start putting forth effort and you actually start grinding, you get results.
Putting that pipeline in motion, man. You got to fill the pipeline up in order to be able to make some money and help some families. You got to have some potential customers, clients that you want to assist.
Okay.
So, and the good thing is we got two, we have a brick bungalow in South Chicago, and then we have a frame 2-flat in Roseland.
Yeah. And Roseland's an up and coming area as well right now.
Absolutely.
It's a little hot right now. So that's our agenda for today. Now we'll get into more of, step by step, the phone calls, how we get out to the leads and things of that nature. But like we said, we're going to give it to you natural. It's going to be real coming in. So when we get a lead or we get a call, we're going to record it and we're going to show you guys what's going on. So stay tuned.
Keep it raw and uncut.
And just make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Support your guys.
And tell a friend to tell a friend. And whenever we do those, launches and we about to premiere an episode, don't meet me there, beat me there. You know what I'm saying? We just dropping nothing but value and nothing but jewels. So.
And I'm learning as we going, bro.
Yep.
Learning as we going. Also, if you're a distressed seller and you need help and you don't know which way to turn, you don't have help, and you want to get some help, reach out to you guys, comment below. And if you're a buyer and you're looking for
distressed properties,
that
you can force appreciation and create equity, we got a plethora of inventory for you, so tap in.
Or if you just want to have questions, comments, or just want to link up with your boys, comment.
And last but not least, if you want to learn real estate investing and you want to become a part of our cohort and learn from the ground up, hands-on, taking the theory, throwing it out the window, and giving you practical hands-on education, tap in.
Yes, sir. But I just had a couple of questions as apprentice, a mentor, based upon the things that you discovered as you did the walkthrough, whether they were good or bad, like what would be your exit strategy for this potential property?
That's a great question, Jay, because oftentimes it really depends on, as a licensed realtor in Illinois, I have a fiduciary responsibility to perform and have my client's best interest above mine, right? So oftentimes investors have their interests ahead of everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So in this particular situation, we looked at the property and it had great bones, great location. It just needed some upgrading, some updating.
Yeah, it was real nice. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of bedrooms, nice quiet block. So, when you're going into a property and you're wholesaling and you have the wholesaling investor hat on, your number one job is to work your way up to a maximum allowable offer. And oftentimes that means providing them with a number that's lower than they think the property is worth. Whereas as a realtor, we're going by the comps, comparable market analysis, and we're going to try to sell the house close to what it will appraise for as is. Right? Close as possible to what it would appraise for as is. So those numbers can change drastically when it comes to putting the property under contract, whether you're moving it on or off market. So the way I determine it is there is a vast difference between, and another thing you have to realize is that when you're wholesaling it, you're actually going to take into consideration just giving them a flat fee with no realtor fees or anything like that embedded into that. They just get that number. Whereas as a realtor, you charge them 6%, 7%, wherever that is, because anywhere between 2 to 2.5% of that percent you're paying the buyer's agent. Then there's closing costs. So the number that they're asking for, you're going to reduce or deduct that from the amount they're getting. So oftentimes you'll make more money wholesaling the property as an end buyer, and that's why we offer them two options.
So that's the thing that I was going to get to. Yeah, you can put it on the market, but by putting it on the market, you may deal with more fees. It's more like operational fees to come out versus off market. You may not get exactly what you're looking for, but you're going to get close to it and you won't have to pay all of those fees. Right. Yeah. And then the one thing that hit me that I like that you said, and that's one thing that I always live by and I'm going to try to, is it's about the customer. Like, it's not always about my greed and what I can make from it, and let me see how much I'm going to get. The number one main goal is to make sure you're doing your due diligence and make sure you're taking care of your client and your customer.
100%, Jay. Man, that's what I wanted to convey in this meeting. I wanted to show you that, hey man, this game is not about you. This is a servant leadership position that you're embarking upon, and the main thing is to leave your customers satisfied, so they're screaming your name to the rafters and giving you referrals. That's how we get paid in this business. It's through doing good business and having other people tell a friend who's gonna tell a friend. Right. And next thing you know, that little chump change that you jewed them down for, or you negotiated to a point where it was like you left them hurting, you're gonna make that and then some through the referrals. Right. So do you just want to eat one time, one meal, one day?
Meal ain't gonna, it's gonna make you okay right now, but later on you're gonna need to eat some more. You're gonna need some more nourishment.
Inflation is crazy, man. It's like $100+ to fill your tank up. Right. So you have it's the difference is having a scarcity mindset and having a abundant mindset. Scarcity always tells you that, there's more to get, me, shortcuts, ducking, trying to just get over. An abundant mindset leaves you in expectation of more. Like, that there's abundance, just based on what you're putting out, you're going to get that back. Right. Sowing and reaping.
Reap what you sow, I get you. Yeah. So even off of what you just said, if you are a distressed seller and you have issues and you need to get rid of your property or need help or advice, hit us up, comment below, get in contact with us. We'll reach out to you.
Slide in the DMs, whatever.
However.
Put a bottle in a pigeon mouth and fly it to us. You know
Whatever.
You can,
right. And if you are investors looking for properties
off market, with
hit
meat
us
on
up
the
as
bone.
well.
Let's get it on.
Yes, sir. We're creating a nice list. We got some nice off market properties.
Yes, sir. Always have and always will.
Well, yeah, thank you for that insight, Pierre, because that was one of the questions I wanted to ask, like when you go into a place, how do you determine which play to run?
Right.
Which play to run?
Sometimes you got an audible, Jay. Sometimes you'll go in thinking, and after you go over the numbers, that's why it's critical to have the data. A lot of these wholesalers out here who went to these gurus, man, the comps they have is trash.
Just making up numbers.
Man, the repair budgets they have is trash. So you're going in with trash analytics.
Right.
And what happens when you have trash analytics is you get hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
Facts.
Because you didn't do your due diligence.
So yeah, we also now on the way to another off-market property. So we'll give you some footage of that, and then we'll talk about that one as well. This is one that your boy, potentially may have, came upon. So feeling a little happy about it.
He said he turned setbacks into contracts.
Turning setbacks into contracts, baby.
He living that. So this next one we're gonna see what's really good.
Hey guys, I'm hungry. I'm all in. This journey that I'm on is amazing. Like, I like going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. Right. You throw me in the woods with some animals, I'm gonna come out with chinchillas from eating there.
That's right.
So yeah, man, I'm hungry, man, and it feels good to do something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, and not even just that, like for yourself. That's what's good.
And then most importantly, we're helping our neighborhoods, man. We don't need abandoned. I just came back from San Diego, California, and one of the biggest things I saw that I took away.
What was that?
I didn't see not one distressed abandoned property.
Wow. Not one.
Now there's some homeless people, but it's like, man, I didn't see not one distressed property that was like, man, you need to. So if certain regions they can do that here in America, it's our responsibility to make it happen in our region.
Yeah, and we actually have a beautiful city, bro. A beautiful city with a lot of distressed properties.
And you know why? Because we led the country on creating the template for how to redline your actual neighborhoods. Yeah. You can check the facts. Chicago is the leader of segregation. We're one of the most segregated cities in the country.
Yes, sir.
The question is why? What was so much time, money, strategy put into separating people in the city?
Bro, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic. Because we could talk about that one for a while. So we may have to make that one a definite, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're going to address it. We're going to address it. We're putting everything on the table, right? Because this ain't HGTV. We want you guys to understand the ramifications and the impact that it had, that you can have by getting into real estate investing.
Oh, yeah. I was watching this one young lady who's real. She's not a guru or nothing like that, but she started investing in real estate at 19, bro. And now she's 22, 23. She decided to not to go to college or whatever, like whatever your preference is, that's what your preference is. But now she's almost like a millionaire, bro. From starting at 18.
I'm doing the same thing with my oldest son, Joshua. You know what I'm saying? We coming out the gate firing, you know, because when you young like that, before you get all those student loans and all that debt in your name,
Yeah,
that's the best time to purchase.
yes, sir.
Best time to purchase, especially if you can show some income.
Right.
And parents, that's your onus, man. When these kids go to high school, you should be setting them up.
Right.
You should have a company, and they're working for that company, so they can have W-2s. So by the time they turn 18, they got 4 years of W-2s and pay stubs.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have a stranger provide them with that. So just food for thought.
It's just like you said, you know, our generation didn't have opportunities that these generations have versus, you know, we're trying to change the narrative of that. So, but yeah, guys, we'll see you in a minute once we get to this property out here in Roseland, which is a hot area right now as well. So
shout out to the Roseland Medical District on the horizon.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to West Pullman. Shout out to the Pullman Historical. Like, do your homework. Don't take my word for it.
On the real. So we'll see you guys in a minute.